It's common sense, ma'am. It's common sense. Oh, if you paid $22,000, look over here. If you paid $22,000 to pay off the Explorer.
Yes.
Okay, and that was in January?
Yes.
That means it was higher the year prior.
I guess so.
But she was making payments towards the Explorer. So why is the money that she was paying towards the Explorer not counted towards the actual purchase price of $9,000? Why would you not help your niece out and say, you know what, you've been paying. Why are you looking surprised? This whole time you've been saying you're trying to help your niece out.
$21,000 to pay that truck off. I had to refinance.
You would have paid more had she not been paying on the truck.
And that's something that I would have had to cross that bridge at that point.
I'm gonna open it up.
Ma'am.
You said that you were selling the car originally for $10,000.
I told you, I made that post to get attention to the vehicle.
So you were basically defrauding people online. You were trading them online.
I was not frauding anyone online.
Do you understand that's called a bait and switch? That's like if you see a car advertised, and this is not legal to do. Hold on, let me finish.
Oh.
If a dealership says, hey, we're selling this car for $1 to get attention.
Yes.
And to get people to come.
Yes.
That's illegal for them to do. I'm not saying you did anything illegal, but it's not in good faith.
Okay.
I asked her if she could send me a printout of the buyout amount from the dealership. She then told me the dealership has nothing to do with the truck. I've been bought the truck.
Just a quick question here, Ms. Morrison-Zongo. You say after you sent her the $6,500, you said, I'm sending $6,500 right now and $2,500 from my state.
I was under the assumption that I still owed her $9,000. I didn't want to argue with her, and I wasn't familiar with the buyouts and things of that nature. So she was actually about to get over with getting another $2,500 from me. After opening my Cash App and looking at the monthly breakdowns of what I sent her, and I took out my calculator, then I came to the realization I overpaid you for the truck.
What are you suing for unpaid tickets and travel expenses?
I had to go back and forth up north to file this case. Two, I ended up giving her the title sooner than I should have.
Who's your witness?
My wife, Monica Harley.
You want to take the podium, please? And what is your name? I'm sorry.
My name is Monica.
What information do you have that could be helpful?
To my knowledge from the very beginning, it was understood that this would be starting out as a rental, and then later on it would be a buyout.
So was it a coincidence that something was going on with the house?
They are family. They talk about things outside of business. So they share with each other what's going on in my personal life and, oh, this with the kids and, oh, this with the house. But one doesn't have anything to do with the other as it pertains to the business.
No, but it was one conversation.
Your Honor?
Yeah.
It was, this is what's going on in my life, my personal life, and I need the money for this car.
And I don't feel like that's wrong. I don't feel like it's wrong to make that statement if someone owes you something, to say how urgent it is with this business arrangement that we have going on. So that's how I see it.
Okay. Thank you, Monica. You can have a seat.
You were able to register it in your name?
I was able to register it in my name. I had to do it expeditiously because in mid-travel, she came to New York and took the plates off my truck.
Right. Oh, Ms. Morrison.
That is a whole lie of me coming to New York and taking the plates off her truck. In the text messages, she states, I took the plates off already.
Was she an authorized driver?
No, she wasn't an authorized driver on the vehicle. Long as the insurance is on the vehicle can be on the road.
If she had gotten into an accident,
that would have been a different story.
Right.
But again, I have insurance.
Hold
on, guys, we have enough.
Yes, the agreement.
Okay. All right, the parties are excused while we deliberate.
All right, no problem.
We have deliberated, reviewed the evidence and the statements you two provided, and reached a unanimous verdict. This case is as good an example as any of why, when you have a deal, it should be in writing. Because it was very difficult to discern exactly what was being agreed to. With that said, we all believe that ultimately, one way or another, Ms. Morrison-Zongo, you paid $9,000 towards this vehicle. Now, we got there in different ways because nobody seems to know what the agreement was. We would have considered unpaid tickets, but we had no proof of them. And we don't believe that you're entitled to anything for the insurance bill in your name because she was receiving no benefit from the insurance. The car may have been insured, that may have been a benefit to you, but had Ms. Morrison-Zongo gotten into an accident, she would have been responsible because she was driving the vehicle, and she wouldn't have been covered under the insurance. So for all of those reasons, we find that you're not entitled to anything beyond what you've already received. So the unanimous verdict of the court is to dismiss your complaint and to encourage the both of you in next time to put any deal in writing, no matter how simple that writing might be.